Namaste. 8th class students, welcome. So, in the last class we have completed our second lesson. Now we are going to start third lesson. We are moving to the third lesson. Our third lesson is Earth, Earth movements and seasons. So normally from olden days to nowadays, we will get mangoes in particular season, and we will get corn to eat in particular season, and also we will get some different flowers in different times. It's only we can eat mangoes from March to June, and we will get some other flowers in some season wise, and also corn in the rainy season. So all these are getting according to the season wise are seasonal fruits, seasonal flowers, and seasonal things seasonal changes we will observe. So here I'm saying one thing continuously, that is season. We are having 3 seasons especially and importantly. One is summer, winter, rain. These are the 3 seasons we are observing, or we are experiencing in our daily life. So there are some different seasonal fruits, different seasonal flowers, and some different seasonal changes. In summer season we used to use cotton clothes or some thin clothes. In winter season we used to wear some sweaters like, and some in rainy season we used to use umbrellas, raincoats, all these. Why we are changing our lifestyle according to the seasons means, in summer we are using more cotton and thin clothes to protect ourselves from the heat. In summer there will be very hot, that's why to protect us from the heat we used to use thin clothes and some cotton clothes. In winter season it will be very cold, that's why we use sweaters and some coats to protect us from that coldness, and we use raincoats and umbrellas to protect us from rain in the rainy season. So why we are not wearing raincoat in summer, why we are not wearing sweaters in summer, why we are not wearing thin clothes in winter? So what is the reasons means, there is a changes in the climate, because the changes in the climate, these changes are making us to change our lifestyle and to change the product which we are using. So these are the reasons. So how seasons are occurring, we will discuss in the lesson. These seasons are occurring due to the movements of the earth around the sun. So in the last lesson we have discussed what is rotation, what is revolution, energy from the sun, no? Rotation, revolution. Rotation means the earth completes its one rotation in 24 hours. One rotation in 24 hours. In the 24 hours, 2 parts are there. 12 hours, 12 hours. 12 hours is day, 12 hours is night. The earth is revolving its own axis around the sun in this way. It is giving around its own, again moving forward in this way. It is it is surrounding itself, and again it is completing its one circle around the sun. Rotation and revolution. One rotation is 24 hours, one day is 12 hours, one night is 12 hours. So here one thing clearly we have to notice that the earth won't rotates from the middle, at the point of equator it is not revolving. The earth is revolving from its own axis. This axis is from which point to which point? This is the earth, and we know that North Pole, South Pole, equator, and the axis of the earth is from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn, in this way. So this is the axis of the earth. That means this axis is dividing the earth into two parts again. This is northern part from north to here west. Southern part south to west, south to east. So when the north part is getting the summer season, the south part will get the winter season. If the south part is getting the summer season, this north part will get the winter season, because of the position of the earth on which way it is revolving or doing the rotations. This is the axis on which way the earth is moving around the sun on the slope. It is moving around itself, and also it is moving around the sun. So this is called as tilt, earth tilt. This process of moving around the sun is called as tilt, and this is called as axis. So due to the reason of this, the earth is getting the different seasons. When this part of the earth is exposing to the sunlight, means it is hot, that means it is summer. When the earth part, southern part, is exposed to the sun rays, means it is summer, it is winter. That means it is opposite to the sun rays, and it is very far to the sun rays. That's why the southern part receives very late of sunrise. That's why here there is no radiation. That's why here it is winter. And here it is exposing directly to the sunlight. That's why it is summer. When the earth is revolving to this side of the, this is the sun, no? Here the northern part is exposed. When in the process of revolution, the earth comes this side to the sun, then the northern part will be this side and southern part will be this side. At this time, the southern part of the earth is exposed to the sun directly. Then it will be summer, it will be winter. So this is the process of the summer and winter. Next, curvature. Some reasons are there. There are some reasons to the seasons. The movement of the earth is caused because of its curvature. This is the sun as usual. So this is the sun, this is the earth. this is the orbit on path. On the way on this path, the earth is completing its revolution around the sun. This is called as orbit. This path, the way which is on which the earth is revolving, is called as orbit. This is called as orbit. This is the path. Path means a way. Here, see the curvature of the earth. The curvature of the earth is like this. It is somewhat round, spherical shape, like a round. It is somewhat round shape. That's why the part which is here is exposing to the earth directly, sun directly. Going to the here, it is getting so much far. That's why, because here somewhat distance, here somewhat farness. So that's why the sun rays are falling directly here, but the sun rays are traveling so much way, so much distance from here to here, here to here. This much distance are there. That's why the northern pole and the southern pole are very cold in any seasons. These poles are always cold, and these poles are always frozen or snow areas. Because of the curvature of the earth, we are also experiencing the movements. We can see the movements of the earth, and because of these curvature movements, we are experiencing the changes in the seasons, changes in the climate. The curvature means the structure of the earth. Curvature means structure, shape of the earth. We can say curvature of the earth means the shape of the earth. So because of the shape of the earth, we are experiencing the seasons gradually changes in the climate. And whether it is any time, the equator is exposing directly to the sunlight. Here this way, this side also equator is to the sun. This side is also equator is to the sun. This is the equator now. So this is, in this way, the curvature is also the reason for the seasons. The curvature of the earth is also reason for the movements of the earth. According to the orbit, according to the revolution, the earth is moving, but because of the shape of the earth, the sun rays are in some parts it is very near, in some parts it is very far. You know, there is a place which can also see the sun in the midnight also. There will be one question. If the sun is seen in the midnight, means it is not night, no, it is day, no. But here in the other places it is midnight. There is a place which is having the sun in the midnight of the other places. The midnight is in the other places, but at that time also that place is experiencing to see the sun. At that time also, at that time the other places are getting the midnight. That is Norway. Norway is called as midnight sun, the land of midnight sun. Japan is called as the land of rising sun. So here these places are experiencing the more days, but comparing to us, we are getting 12 days, 12 hours day and 12 hours night, but we are getting more humidity, more moisture in the air, and we are getting more temperature, more Celsius. But we are discussing that in some places there are more days and less nights. But how they are feeling, how they are facing that heat from the sun. But here There is no heat at all for them. The places which are near to the equator are experiencing more heat. Going towards the north and south poles, the heat of the sun, the radiation of the sun is decreasing, and there will be very less degrees Celsius. Although they can see the sun in the midnight or in the night time, or they are experiencing more day and less night also, they won't get any humidity, they won't get moisture, and they won't feel any radiation of the sun. Simply they will get light only. They won't get any power of the sun. Due to this, they can able to survive them. But in some areas, for example poles, they won't get any radiation, they won't get light also. There will be very less days and long nights. At that places, the poles places like North Pole and South Pole, Arctic and Antarctic circles, they will experience more snowfall and icy areas. So this is in the Arctic circle, Arctic Ocean is frozen. Arctic Ocean is frozen. In the Antarctic circle, Antarctica continent is frozen. In this way, in both the things, somewhat is frozen and form into ice. So this is the movement of the earth. Due to so many members will think that the axis of the earth is in the middle, in the equator, that's why equator is very hot. But there is the tilt of the earth, the axis of the earth is not from the middle and not from the North Pole to South Pole. It is in the middle of the North Pole to the east and South Pole to the west. It is from the middle, Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. But anyway, the equator is exposed to the sun directly in North Pole or in South Pole, in northern hemisphere or in southern hemisphere. Going on, if we cross the equatorial region, the places which are near to the equator, if we cross them, going on, they won't receive any radiation of the earth. They won't receive any radiation of the earth. They won't receive any power of the earth. Simply they will receive the light of the earth. That's all. There is no power. So this is the earth and this is the sun. In this way, the equator is exposed to the earth, here and here also. In this way, summer and winter are caused to the earth places. And here rainy season is causing because of the changes in the climate, because of the movements of the earth. So by this we have completed the reasons of the movement of the earth. Curvature of the earth, the tilt and axis of the earth. Curvature means shape of the earth. So second reason is the earth tilt. The earth tilt, moving rotations, revolutions, 365 days to cover one revolution, 24 hours to complete one rotation. So this is the reasons for the changes in the seasons and climate. So in the next topic we will discuss in the next thing, that means temperature belts and etc. So remember this, there are the diagrams. There are 2-3 diagrams in the lesson. Draw these diagrams in your notebook who are having the textbooks. Okay? Prepare this well. And 8th class we will meet in the part 2 of 3rd lesson. Thank you.